This is Lifeline for the Frontline, and I'm Kelly Nicholson. Today I'm talking about PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And I wanted to take a moment before I started to acknowledge and give my sincere condolences to the family and friends and colleagues of the officer who passed in Toronto, and to let them know that our thoughts are with them and today and in the coming days. It brings an important thing to light about PTSD and that first responders are suffering. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the definition, symptomology of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And I hope to add to that conversation today and bring about more awareness and knowledge about PTSD. So PTSD is a psychological response to the experience of an intense traumatic event. And usually it involves some sense of being life-threatening to the person who's experiencing it. We don't know why some people are more impacted by certain events than others. Two people can go to the same incident, two first responders, and one can be incredibly impacted by the circumstances, and the other can be relatively unaffected. And so there's research that suggests that that some people are affected because of their history and previous traumas, or could be potentially more vulnerable because of current life stressors that are happening in their life. It can affect people of any age, gender, or culture. It has no boundaries as far as that's concerned. The symptoms of PTSD are marked by intrusive thoughts, so nightmares and reoccurring thoughts of the trauma, being reminded constantly of the traumatic incident. Another one is avoidance. And avoidance is a big concern when it comes to PTSD because it's definitely an aggravating factor for post-traumatic stress disorder. Avoidance can be things like having gaps in your memory of the experience, and a loss of interest in, engaging with people and avoiding people and places and things that remind you of the incident. As well as a feeling of just feeling flat or numb, and not being able to emotionally connect with the people that you love or the things that are going on around you. And the last is arousal symptoms, which are, that startle response that we talked about in a previous video. What is OSI? Occupational stress injury. And being overly alert and being on edge all the time. For arousal symptoms, one of the big issues is anger. And a lot of people experience a lot of emotional dysregulation, and it comes out in the form of anger, which is incredibly detrimental to your family relationships and your work relationships, and basically impacts so many parts of your life. And lastly, concentration. So people have a real difficulty being able to sit down and do a task and focus on something for a long period of time. Please like, share, or comment if you feel like you or someone else could benefit from this video.